All right, welcome Tuesday Night Live. Flying solo tonight. Mike is down in Florida chasing turkeys. Josh is, who knows? He's just being lazy. He's not doing anything. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're watching. I just put the girls to bed. I dried their hair, read them their devotion, put them to bed. That's a lot of hard work. I'm just telling you it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on some folks to get on here. And as soon as you see my face, let us know you're watching. If you're just lurking, if you're one of these people that just watches the screen, but you never click on it, click on it. Join us. Let us know you're here. Ryan Bortz, I'm proud of you. Let me tell you about Ryan Bortz. Ryan Bortz has been, since we started this page, as far as I can remember, Ryan has been a staunch cat fisherman. And Ryan just announced that he's going to try to do that full time and create content and build a following. And I'm here for it, Ryan. I hope you build such a massive following that you can do that full time because you deserve it. You've put a lot of work in. Ryan also says, are you going to be doing any white bass stuff this year? Well, Ryan, I say that every year, but I can't promise. So we'll see. Hey, listen, if you're following, like the video on your screen. Anytime we say something you like or there's a good comment or you just feel the urge, like it, share it with your friends on your profile. And, of course, comment because we're here to talk, right? So while you're doing that, I'm going to share it on my profile. I'll be honest. I love Josh and I love Mike. But I love when I'm here by myself because I can talk a lot and you guys can talk a lot. You can just spout off. I'll read all the comments and we'll get going here. John Calipari, still Kentucky's basketball coach for anyone who doesn't know. Let's see. I'm flying solo tonight. Oh, Mike just said, did you send the link? So I guess Mike's joining. Okay. I did not send the link, Mike, if you're watching, but I'll send it right now, my friend. I didn't get on here last week until the very end. So I'm very excited to be back. We are going to do some turkey calling tonight. And we're going to do some winners. So Gary Kite and Willie Goins, if you guys are on here and saw Gary earlier, your turkey calls are in the mail. I forgot to text Billy last week. I'm so sorry. But they'll be there maybe by the end of the week. Let's see here. Is Mike on his Florida trip? He certainly is. He's down there right now. And maybe he'll be on in a minute. He's sending me some pictures of some prints, and I didn't really get to look at them. I don't know if he said he thought they were bear prints. I thought he was sending me mountain lion prints. I don't know about any turkey prints. I don't know. Let's see. Have fun watching the upcoming Kentucky games with Cal on the sideline. Here's the deal. All right, we'll let Mike address this too because he's a huge Cal fan. Or he's a huge Kentucky fan. One, I'm not surprised that Coach Cal's going to be back, right? Not surprised. $33 million that they would have to pay him out over the next 5 years. A lot of money, even for Kentucky. Two, look, I'm not a Cal, Tubby, Patino, Rupp, Hall, Gillespie, Sutton fan. I'm a Kentucky fan. So whether it's Coach Calipari or it's Mike Collins coaching the Cats, I'm going to cheer for him. So he's back this year, and I'm going to cheer my guts out. Do I think it's going to be great? I don't. I don't think he's going to change. I just don't think he's going to. But I hope he does, and I hope that it turns into something special, and we can look back and say, whew, I'm glad we kept him. And if it doesn't, hey, fine, we'll get rid of him then. So somebody says the show sucks. If this is I don't even know who it is. He's in the Facebook group. He's going to have to get back on. You go to the page. I think this is, I can't remember this guy's name. He was arguing with me on my Facebook page. And then he told me the show sucked on Twitter. I was on Twitter and I saw him taking up for Cal then. And I was commenting and he told me to shut the F up and my show sucks. So I said, hey, come on and join us. Come on and be on the show. So maybe that's him. I don't know. Yeah, Justin Isaac. Yeah, that's him, Justin Isaac. Yeah. Tell Justin to go hop on the page and not the group. And so that way we can see his name. And he's free to say anything he wants. It's good. We believe in freedom of speech here, even the idiots. Michael. Where's Mike? Mike coming live from what town are you in, Mike?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? I'm in Ocala.
Ocala. Hey, listen, we got 50. Guys, I put in the description that John Calipari is back because I knew that was going to be trending. So we got 52 people watching. So we did talk about Cal, Mike. Yep. What are your thoughts, initial thoughts? Coach Cal's back. I don't know anyone who likes Kentucky basketball more than Mike Collins. So, Mike, what do you think?
It's one of those things. I think that I have been. You know how much of a supporter I've been of Cal for a very long time.
You have taken up for him way more than I have.
To be honest with you, I was really thinking we needed a change, and it's because
totally agree.
It's honestly because I don't know that we're gonna. So like he might end up trying to change things, but unfortunately, he is so stubborn, and he's so, essentially arrogant.
Yeah.
Very.
Very.
I think there are things in game that he decides to do because it's in spite of everyone else saying that he can't do it. So he does it in the game to try to prove people that. So I don't know.
Josh Wilson says if we can get Cal to do recruiting and let Ulyss and Orlando do the in-game adjustments and coaching, we would be okay. Let someone else. I don't think that it's not that Cal doesn't know X's and O's. It's that he is unwilling to change his style of play because it's just like he said last night. We've done it before. We've done it with freshmen before. We've done it like this before. Why can't we do it again? Come on. Well, he's not going to change.
No, I don't think so. And
here's what he's going to have to do. We got to have some of these freshmen back. He's got to go in there and listen. I listened to KSR. I just listened to clip. There's one of our freshmen. I'm going to guess it's Reed that has $1 million NIL deal on the table that they've not discussed yet. Like, we got to get ahead of that, right? Yep. If there's $1 million NIL deals, come on. So anyway,
if we can get NIL stuff going, if Cal changes some of the things that he does in the in-game scenarios, if he stops, if he can get some of these kids to come back, don't force them out of here, even if they're projected high. Tell them to, get them to come back and add some kids to the team. Then I'll be on board. I think
not every freshman is Anthony Davis. Actually, there's only one freshman who's been Anthony Davis, right? And we won a title with it. He's not Anthony Davis is not walking through that door. Boogie Fland is not Anthony Davis. He's not even John Wall. He's not even maybe Rob Dillingham. I don't know. We'll see.
We're not going to shoot it. We're not going to shoot it next year the way we shot it this year. Those kids that we have coming.
We're never going to shoot the ball as well again as we did this year.
Yeah.
Never. Mark Lilly says Reeves had an idea for $1 million that Cal didn't. Well, so Mark, Reeves was for $100,000 last summer. They never got to that. But there's a current deal with one of the freshmen for $1 million. So we'll see. But hey, we're here to talk turkey hunting. Mike's in his camper. Mike, give us a tour.
Yeah,
give us a tour of your camper.
This is a camper that I rented down here inside of a little gated community.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, so it's got a pull out here, so I'm sitting in the pull out right here. And then obviously sink, fridge, bedrooms right here, and a couple extra beds, kitchen table, bathrooms back there.
All by yourself.
But now I'm sitting on the couch.
Hey, listen, here's what I want to know. Mike wanted someone to go with him. I couldn't go. I guess his cousins couldn't go. Is there anyone in here who would have taken off work and went with Mike? Anyone who wishes they were sitting there? You could have been on live. You could have been chasing Osceolas this week. Anyone in here who would have went that maybe next year he can ask?
Yeah, I put in for this quota hunt, and nobody could go.
See, Gary Kite, still in Selma, Alabama. He says he would have went. Gary's all over the place.
Yeah.
So did you get some scouting in today? Chris Creek said he's in.
I got a couple hours in. I just actually got back here just a little bit, ate a couple bologna sandwiches. And
oh, my favorite. Dude, I didn't even think about Caleb. He's retired.
Dang it.
Man, and dude, this Caleb, he would have. I mean, he doesn't have to hunt. He just go in there, belly crawl, climb trees. I've seen this man do it all. Shoot the antlers off a deer.
The terrain is very, very interesting. And today I wanted to get my bearings. I got it about 2 or 3 hours in, and really it was just driving around trying to locate where am I allowed to drive my truck? Where am I allowed to park? Those type of things. So I was kind of figuring some of that out. And then tomorrow I think is going to be my main scouting day.
Hey guys, if you have questions for Michael here, what is it? March 26th, we are 2 or 3 weeks away from turkey season. What are we?
About 3.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
No, we're 2 weeks away from turkey season. This Saturday will be 2 weeks away from turkey season because the day's the 26th. It's Tuesday.
2.5.
Right, I'm saying this Saturday will be 2 weeks away from turkey season. 2.5. Jimmy agreed.
And just 1 week for 1 week.
So we're talking about all things turkey. If you have questions for Mike in Florida, if you have questions or comments about turkey hunting in general, youth is next Saturday. Doesn't look like I'll be going with the girls, but hey, I can take them on a normal day. Tim says 2 weeks from Friday. Turkey camp 2 weeks from Friday. We have about 20 people going. I can't wait. Excuse me. Bub says, so am I mistaken, or did Tennessee season used to be earlier than Kentucky's? I've seen today we had the same season. Tennessee used to be earlier. They used to kill more turkeys, and they have really cut back. Gordy says, how's the weather, Mike?
It was about 84 today, 84 and sunny.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad here.
In the mornings, it's going to be probably the next couple mornings, it's going to be in the low, kind of mid to upper 40s and mid 70s. So it should be pretty nice.
Gotcha. Chris Creech says, where is turkey camp this year? Chris Creech, there's still time to show up. It is at Twin Knobs Campground in Moorhead. We're going to be hunting Daniel Boone National Forest, rather. I think I said we've got about 20 folks coming out. Some people probably still have room if you want to come and put a tent down, right? You're allowed 6 in one spot and only, I think, 2 vehicles. So a lot of people are doubling up. Dwayne Best, we are getting your messages, or at least I got that one. And I don't know if you mean your comments or messages in our Facebook group. We have a really good Facebook Turkey Camp Facebook message chat going on. For some reason, I can't see the chat. I don't know. But if you're here, last week we had Willie Goins and Gary Cott on. They did some turkey calling for us against Michael. Oh, I'm losing mine back here. Here we go. Here's one. But we're giving away one lucky winner. So you got to stay till the end, about 9:50 Eastern time. We're going to be giving another turkey call away. All you got to do is compete against Mike. He's got his turkey calls with him. You go. Mike goes. And you're winner either way. We're going to rate you 1 through 10, and you're going to win no matter what. So Bub says message the chat at all hours. John doesn't have his notifications turned off. My phone is on Do Not Disturb just about all day long, which gets me in trouble with some people who are wanting to get a hold of me. Sometimes I miss texts and messages. But sometimes I miss something I'm glad I missed. And so let's see. Sorry. I've been talking about everything today. Turkey hunting, the Sweet 16 high school tournament, John Calipari. I've been all over the place, not on this chat, but in the last 3 hours.
We might have to just give away calls. I'm in a gated community down here. I'll get dogs riled up since I'm in his camper.
Okay, well, maybe we can just bring somebody on and let them rip one off there. So yeah, there you go.
I don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah. So I guess some people are having trouble not seeing the chat or something. Scott Butler said, nope, wrong one. Scott Butler said he had to close out and come back. Someone said they had to hit the live button again. Jimmy says John likes 5:30 messages. Jimmy's helping me out. Thursday morning, I'm meeting Jimmy at his work, dropping off my truck. He's going to do the oil change and rotate, balance the tires. And I'm going to take his truck to work, and then we're going to switch back out. Isn't that nice?
Nice. That's awesome.
That's a good friend right there, brother.
That is.
Oh, what about our bracket leader? There we go. That's something good. Did anyone in here other than Gordy, Mike, and I joined our bracket? Because I forgot about it. You know why? Because mine's done. My bracket's busted.
Same.
Who did you have win it? UConn?
That or Houston. Yeah.
Anyone else besides Gordy? Somebody said me. Now, if you're in a Facebook group, you say me. I don't know who you are. Jimmy said he lost the first game. Bub's scared to look at his. Chris's bracket's trash. Let's see here. Oh, man. It's not loading for me. Here we go. Will it tell you who's in first place? I've honestly not looked at it since Kentucky lost.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if it does.
Gordy says all his are still in. Now, Gordy, there's no way. Let's see here. Crap.
All four.
Okay.
His final four might still be in.
Oh, I'm in 10th. I'm in 10th out of like 25.
Nice.
Guess who's in first? Gordy Mullins, 97.5%. Chris Halstead, you're in second.
Nice.
Something Carlson's in first. I don't know the first name. Mark Corey is here's the thing, though. Gordy's in first with UConn to win it all. Chris and Derek Carlson, are in second and third, but they chose Kentucky to win. So they're out.
That's tough.
Mark Corey, our friend Mark Corey up from Pennsylvania, he's in fourth. He chose Iowa State. The only one to choose Iowa State, so if they win, he's automatically going to win. Yep, and then let's see. Mike, you're not in last. Guess who's in 24th out of 25th? Our good friend, Bub Tackett.
Oof.
Bub, you suck at picking games. 24th out of 25th.
This tournament was garbage, frankly.
Mike, oh, you're in 16th, Mike.
Yeah.
But hey, I beat Mike. I'm beating Josh Wilson. Some of these I don't know. I'm beating Brent Lemming. Who's Jeff Zuckowitz? Do we have a Jeff Zuckowitz in here? That's a cool name. Garbage, I agree, Mike. I wish we had their coach at ISU. I don't really like him. I don't really like the Iowa State coach. He's like a, you know what I mean?
I'm not actually sure I've watched Iowa State, so I couldn't tell you.
Scott says it's going to be 2 or 3 more weeks for it. I wish he quit complaining about that knee. That's all he's talked about, is that dang knee.
Gotta get that thing rehabbed.
You're not the only person that's had knee surgery, Scott. I guess the guy that was wanting to come in here and cause trouble, I guess he left. Bub, did your friend leave? I was going to let him talk. Here's what he said the other day. I just want to get on it real quick because I just think it's funny. I told him to put down his I love Cal sign because he was just cheerleading Coach Cal. And I said, put down your I heart Cal sign, I was just joking. He said, shut the F up. You try and run a hunting show and don't know SHIT about it. Got a guided hunt to kill his first buck. And all I wanted to point out was obviously you watched the show because if you didn't, you wouldn't know that. So thank you for watching. That's all I wanted to point out. All I wanted to point out. So, but no, it was fun. Bub said, I don't know. Bub's trying to stay out of it. It's one of his friends. And I'm just joking anyway. Brooke Harden gave a hand clap. Said hi. All right, Mike, what's your plans? You hunting tomorrow?
I am scouting again tomorrow. So the hunt starts on the 28th. So I've got a full day tomorrow to just kind of look around and kind of figure some things out, and planning on looking at some of the spots that I've had marked on Onyx. I've got a couple places that look like there's openings in deep woods. So it's like it's a little bit deeper in. It's a little bit further away from roads and stuff. Dwayne. And then there's some openings, like whether it be clearings or some trees down or just openings in the middle of woods. I feel like I'm going to need to get away from some of those roads because there are roads everywhere, man. Roads and trails everywhere.
So is your plan to go? Are you just going to like walk in and listen? Because you
Yeah,
said they're much quieter than Easterns. Anybody? Hey, I tell you what. Drop in the comments if you've ever killed an Osceola turkey. I want to know who's killed them, and I want to know the differences. Did you hunt them any differently? Go ahead and do that. And James Evans giving some advice. Maybe are you looking into marsh areas with openings?
I'd have to I've still got to get in deep, but I don't know that I've got a ton of those places in the specific area that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's flat, but there's really not any marshy stuff. Today, just for the short time I was out today, I found some bear tracks, and I did find some turkey tracks in one of the areas that I wanted to listen to this evening. Kind of didn't anticipate I'd hear anything on the roost, which I didn't.
Yeah.
Um,
What time did you get
but
there today?
I left at 3:30 a.m.
Whew.
I left Northern Kentucky at 3:30 a.m. and I got down here at about 4 o'clock, 4:30 ish.
Man, that's a tough drive. How many stops did you make?
Three
Yeah, see, I have to
three
stop,
stops.
man. Like I had to get so bored just sitting there.
It was
I just
tough.
have to stop and do something. Like I have to stop and which
Yeah.
nowadays I just put on like even when I'm driving out to my brother's and back, I literally will put a movie on my phone and just set it up on my dash, which is not what you should do, folks. Don't do that. Don't do that. And if you do, you didn't hear it from me. Dwayne
Yeah.
says they'll travel those roads more than you think in Florida. So watch for that. Mark says, yes, hunted the same way, but ones we killed this year never made a gobble. Whew, that makes it tough. That's kind of your
Yeah.
style, though, Mike. Just waiting them out.
It is. If I can find, honestly, if I can find, it's, I got to get comfortable, like, because I've had somebody that's local. He reached out to me and said, "Hey,
Nice.
watch where you park your truck." People kind of tend to, if it's unattended for a while, could get broken into. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that I'm finding the right places to park
I feel
and
like you
also,
hear that everywhere, though.
yeah,
Like when I go
well,
to certain lakes to fish certain lakes, they're like, "Oh, don't park in this boat ramp. You'll get your truck broken or your tire slashed, or
yeah,
don't park on this WMA. People don't like it." Now, the only person I've ever heard complain on WMAs is when we were turkey hunting last year. Mike got tired at all the out of staters being on public land.
calling turkeys on Friday before the opening day.
No, there were some out of staters who were driving around on Friday, sticking their heads out their windows and calling, and Mike didn't like it.
Yeah.
Mike was mad.
Education. That's what was happening. Fact is, I know that's what was going on because I actually, when I parked up there, I was going to kind of walk around in the woods a little bit and listen. And a turkey, as soon as I got out of my truck, a turkey was coming up toward the road, and I
Yeah,
spooked it. So
there you go, Mark.
I know
Mark
that's
just
what they're
says I
doing.
agree. And Mark Lilly and his sons just went in there and killed some last week. Was it last week, Mark? I agree. Hunt the roads. Those turkeys use the roads on the area we was in. It's the only strut zones they had. So there you go. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even know where to start in Florida. I'm not. I've
it's
only been to Florida a couple times.
yeah,
Um, I feel like places like that, like tropical, just weird. Just a
yeah.
weird place to hunt.
It's bizarre. Like the cypress, some of the cypress stuff is real thick. It's there's some thick, nasty stuff in there, but there are trails all over this area. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a matter of kind of and honestly, I don't know if I can do it while I'm still on here, but I thought about sharing a couple screenshots and sending them to you in the messengers to where you could share them just to
Yes, send
see
them
what
to me.
people thought. Okay, I'll see if I can do it without
I'm trying to see where is
leaving the chat here.
Ocala.
Marion County, Florida.
So you're just north of Orlando, northwest. So you're not that far down in there.
No,
Um,
not too bad. It's about two and
Gary
a half
Gooden
hours
said
into
he had
Florida.
to stop at. How did Gary know you stopped at Bucky's? Did you post it on Facebook?
Uh, I think I did post that. Yeah,
That's funny.
I did. I stopped
Yeah,
at the
he
Bucky's
texted us
Inn.
and said he stopped at Bucky's. Send him a
Sweet.
messenger, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think Gordy said on here, if you're hunting flatland. Like I talked to a friend who lives out in I think it's called Clark's River, WMA, NRA. I think it's actually called out in Western Kentucky. It's in Paducah, that area. And it's just flat. It's just flat and trees. Right? You look on a map, it's just flat. And I'm like, there's no contour lines. I'm like, I don't even know where to start on that. Did you send Mike? What do you do? Are you on? Oh, you're sending them on your phone right now, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm working on it.
I was like, are you trying to share from your phone? I don't think that'll happen.
No.
Tim says sound carries way different in those cypress and palmetto swamps. See, I hadn't thought about that, Tim. That's a great point. You'll think they're 200 yards away and they'll literally be on top of you.
I've heard.
Bub says I drive 12 hours a day. Mike sounds like me after work spent. Man, I just couldn't do that. I talk to guys that drive 12 hours a day. I agree. Gordy would be hard. Gordy's in Ohio. Gary is in Tennessee. Gordy, when is your opening weekend again? There it is, Mike. I got you. Oh, I thought these were pictures. Mike, there's nothing you can tell by that.
There's a lot of transition in there.
Okay, hold on. We'll have some folks. Mark Lilly will be able to help you, I'm sure. Let's see here. All right, folks, here we go. Take a look at this. What do you think? Mark, are you in like this little rectangle here?
Yeah, so
or square, I guess.
I was thinking there's like a main road down there. You see there toward the bottom. You see it there toward the bottom, and it's
Juniper Prairie.
Woods, yeah, that road there. So if you see how that transitions all the way across there, transitions into where those woods meet that other side there.
Yep.
And there's different logging roads in there, and then there's kind of
what are we looking at here? Like, what's the difference in this feature and that feature? This just looks like thick woods. What's this?
That's woods. Yep, that's woods, and that's some newly cleared land, basically. So they cleared that area out, and that, right up where that first trail where it reaches the road there.
This one.
The other one.
This one.
Yep, and go toward the road. That's where I found turkey tracks and bear tracks right there.
Nice.
Just right at the road. Yeah.
Yeah, Florida's got some black bears down there, small ones. They're small.
Yeah, they were pretty small tracks.
Are you hunting the pipeline? Tim said.
Yes, I am in the pipeline. Yep,
he is in the pipeline. You sent more pictures, right?
I sent a couple more. Yeah, there's this area that looks really remote to me.
I don't know why I won't go to them. Hold on. Can you still see my screen?
No.
Oops. Huh. My computer's. Mike, your internet and that camper is better than it was last week.
Excellent. That's what it's all about.
It was terrible last week. Or I think it was StreamYard last week. Oh, we better hurry. We're losing viewers. That's another thing I guess said. I only got 25 people watching. Okay, these are my 25 friends. Leave them alone. Here we go. So is this where you were looking? What we just looked at, or is this somewhere different?
So this was this other area that you're looking at is different now at this point.
So hold on, we went there. Is that the same place right there? That and that?
So no, this is totally go back to that one. Yeah, so this was zoomed out. So this was zoomed out to kind of give it an idea what it looks like surrounding. So it's got a lot of heavy woods there, and then if you zoom back in with that other photo.
Right there?
Yep. So see how that's all thick, nasty woods. And then right there in that middle, there's a big, long opening. It's a narrow opening right in the middle of those woods. If I can find myself inside of that opening, I feel like I could call a bird out there into that because it's not by any of them roads. It's not pressured or anything like that. That's probably a place I think that I could go sit and if they're not gobbling, that's a place I think I could go sit and call one in.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a place a mountain lion is just going to jump out around a tree.
That could be. Yep.
Have you guys seen the video of? It was a recent video. I sent it to Mike of a person hunting turkeys in Florida, and a mountain lion just walks out. What would you be more scared of, the mountain lion or a gator?
Probably mountain lion.
Yeah, I guess it depends if you're on land or water. I don't know.
True.
But you got a gun.
I'll be ready.
You'll be ready.
I hope.
Let's see. Bub said, I was on Glenbrook Mountain Monday, seen a black bear, couldn't get a picture. How many people were hunting in that square, Mike? You know how many people were there?
So it's about, I guess the pipeline unit's like 50,000 acres. I think apparently they give out about 220 tags.
220 tags. And how many acres?
It's like 50,000, something like that.
220 tags, 50,000. Yeah, you got it. And look, let's just be honest. Some guys are going to be better than you, but most of them are not, Mike. You got this. Let's see. He already answered that. Mark said he saw the video. He would have shot it. I don't know what the penalty would be for shooting a mountain lion in Florida. Boy, I tell you what, my butt would be tight.
Yeah,
I do not want that thing staring at me. But like, so, you know, some people feel that way about. Oh man, what happened? Some people feel that way about bobcats. Don't bother me at all. Mainly because they're not very big, right? Mountain lions are massive. I think a male mountain lion is like 120 to 180 pounds. Yeah, I could be totally off. I think it's something like that.
That one was a big one.
Oh, he was big. Mark said he would shoot it, but he wouldn't tell. He said, Gary said, did you notice the guy's breathing in that mountain lion video? Yeah. Slow and heavy. Like, oh. I saw another video of 3 mountain lions walking out. I think it was also Florida. And this guy's watching behind a tree, and they just walk down and walk around. I'm like, whew, boy. Bub says, I trust the jury of my peers from more than a mountain lion. I tell you what, you get in trouble for that in Kentucky, which I know we don't have mountain lions. Some of you may think we do. The courts in Kentucky don't punish hunters for anything, right? You can get away with anything. Like, it's just a slap on the wrist. So, aren't they endangered in Florida? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the penalty would be, but it's better than that thing at my neck, right? Yeah. I have a peacock on my game cam. Been running the wild turkeys for about a month. Well, that'll do it. Gary says in Florida, up to 5 years and $5,000.
That's not fun.
I think it better be close, I guess. It better be coming at you. But, you know, in the videos I've seen, they seem like they're pretty skittish, too. Even though, did you see that a man in California just got killed by one?
Yep.
First death in 20 years. It is rare, very rare. But a guy in California just got killed by a mountain lion. And I'm guessing in California they're probably endangered and protected too, right?
I believe they are, yep.
Yeah, everything is in California, right? Mark Lewis said, I'd be scared for my life. You better bet. Bub says, this is why you hunt with a 12 gauge, John. Yeah, there you go. Mike, tell us what you're hunting with this week.
Yep, I've got my 12 gauge Mossberg Ultimag 835.
You got it? Can you show us?
Yep. Yeah.
That's right out in your truck. Okay, Mike. Mike, this is all about you, man. You're the star of this show. Hey, guys, it's 9:34. In about 15 minutes, we're going to bring somebody on. Go ahead and let me know who's wanting to come on to Turkey Call tonight. You get a free turkey. All you got to do is show up, do your best. You'll have one in the mail in the morning. You got to hold it a little closer there, Mike. Give us like a full, up and down. Show us. Don't shoot us. What kind of choke do you have?
Factory. Don't know.
Probably factory choke, Mossberg choke on it. Come with it. Do you have a plug in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get a ticket down there.
No, sir, I don't. I've got a plug for 3 shells.
There you go. Got your nice strap on there. It's pretty short barreled, right?
Actually, this is a heavy duty gun, man.
No. Josh is a short, right? Josh has got the short barreled one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he does.
Which I've not heard from Joshua. I don't know, dead or alive. I don't know what's going on. I can't believe he's not on here. All he tells me is he just sits around at work bored to death, so he should be on here tonight. Marty says, have you heard any gobbling?
So I did not tonight. Oof. I didn't tonight. So
but you got there at what, 4:30?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time are you getting up in the morning?
I'm gonna get up and get out to one of those spots I was showing you there. I'm going to try to get out there at daylight. Everything everybody's telling me, all the stories I'm seeing about Osceolas and specifically turkeys in Florida right now,
Yeah.
is in the last 2 weeks they've been very, very quiet. I did have somebody today said in the last 4 days or so they felt like it's picked up a little bit.
There you go.
But from what I'm hearing, mostly more times than not, people are saying they're gobbling on the roost and then they get extremely quiet.
Yeah. WO wants to know if you're by yourself, Mike.
I am by myself. Yep.
By himself.
All by myself. It's pretty quiet in the camper, and it was a long ride down here. I'll tell you that.
What do you do on those long rides? You listen to podcasts? You listen to music? What are you doing?
There for a while, I didn't do anything. I just drove, and then
Oh, it's awful.
But when I drive, I think, and I was literally the whole way down here thinking, "What am I going to do to get a bird?"
Yeah, Mike. I'm trying to escape my thoughts at this point in my life, not go deeper. Okay.
I was digging in back to the back of my head and saying, where am I going to sit? Where am I going to walk to? How am I going to find it? All the questions. Yeah, I was answering those questions all the way down.
Well, here's the thing, Mike.
I still don't know.
If Mike goes back next week, there's several people that's on here now. Out of the 32 people on here, there's several who will go with you.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to have a who can join Mike contest. The winner gets to go to Florida with you. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll have to keep putting in for
that'd be fun. Well, they don't have to hunt; they can just go. So Scott Butler says, "What's your camo decoys? What are you doing?" Scott's not bringing
I've got a Titan 3D leafy suit. It's a real true
nice, love it.
Edge camo. But down here it's super green. I also have a kind of a very spring green camo that I'm going to be using as well. Got the green camo pants. What's it called? It's I keep wanting to say true green. I keep wanting to say true green, but that's a lawn service.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a camo that's got a bunch of spring. It's real green down here. So
now, and you're going out at daylight tomorrow.
Yep.
But when it's time to hunt, sorry, I'm trying to send a picture. When it's time to actually go out there and hunt, you're not going to be going out there at daylight. You want to beat those other 250 hunters out there. What time are you getting up?
Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll do something a little bit opposite. Instead of racing everybody, I'll let everybody get in there and figure out where everybody's at, and then I'll just go elsewhere.
You go the opposite way, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't mind going to a place that's kind of unhunted or if nobody's there. I'll go sit there and I'll set up and try to be patient. You know, even if I don't know if a gobbler's there, I'll just go slip in there and sit down and we'll see what happens. But decoys wise, I've got my Avian X hen decoy and Jake decoy. I don't know that I'm going to take the male with it being public land. I might just take the hen. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but I'm just hoping to find some more information tomorrow. I'm going to get a little bit deeper. I'm not going to call or do anything tomorrow while I'm scouting or anything. I'm just gonna, because their season is open down here, but I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to slip through quietly and observe and just see if I can find sign or if I can get into that spot that I just showed you where it's in the middle of those woods. If I can kind of take a look and maybe find some sign in there, or if I decide, yeah, that looks like a great place to ambush a turkey.
Go after it.
Then I'll just go there on Thursday and see what happens. Even if I'm going in with completely blind and I didn't hear any gobbling tomorrow or anything like that, I'll still consider going there if it looks like a good spot.
Do it. So several people here. Jimmy said to use permethrin. I was showing him this picture of Mike sprayed all his clothes down.
Yep.
And then Scott, that gives Scott an idea of what you're doing. Gary said, "Did you buy snake boots? You bought gaiters. I don't see them in there, but you bought some, right?"
I did. Yeah, I did. They're in the truck right now, actually. So tomorrow I'll be putting those on because I don't exactly know what I'm going to get into tomorrow when I start walking in there. But
and you're going to be documenting all this.
Yeah.
So everybody that's watching, guys, he's just going to spend He's going to have his phone out. I mean, he took some videos today, putting stories. He's going to make reels. If he sees a rattler, I don't even know if they have rattlers down there. You're going to document all this. So we want to see all the reels, all the videos, all the stories, all the photos with some write-ups, and you guys can follow along from tomorrow and scouting all the way maybe through Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
It'll for sure Saturday. I've got an agreement that I'll be home for Easter, so
You need to be home for Easter, Mike. Yeah,
we'll be home for Easter, but I'm going to hunt at least in through Saturday afternoon, probably.
Bub says if Mike pulls it off on this trip, I say we go west next spring. I'd be down for that. Well, if Mike pulls this one off, I'm guessing, Mike, you're not going back. You're going for the third subspecies of turkey, correct?
Yep.
What would be your next one on the list?
Probably Miriam.
So maybe somewhere like the Dakotas, somewhere like that?
Something like
Caleb says he's second, thirds, and fourths. You know, Caleb's retired. He's ready to go anywhere. Bub's a truck driver. Those trucks don't stop for turkey season now.
No, they don't.
Let's see. Look out for fire ants. They're ruthless. I got eaten up.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. I was probably about 14 years old. I met this girl over in the community next to mine. We were kind of hanging out back in a field by ourselves, and I got ate up with fire ants.
Oof.
Funny story. Embarrassing story. Just want to share. They are brutal. I don't know what's brutal. Scott says fire ants, or this person wants to go to Mexico. What do they call Mexico? Oscillated, yeah. Gary has plenty of vacation, and actually, this guy says hunt the oscillated.
Those would probably be Goulds.
Golds, that's what I was thinking. Golds, Goulds, yeah. But now you could knock off the second. Next year, get a Miriam, and then you're 1 year away. Where would you go for the? It literally just left my brain.
For the Rio. I'd probably consider Texas or maybe New Mexico. I feel like New Mexico would be fun.
I was thinking Arizona, New Mexico. Taylor Pulliam, it's if you're watching from the Kentucky Outdoors group, it doesn't show your name. If you go to the Eastern Outdoors page, it does. I don't know. We've not figured that out yet. That makes 3 in camp now. That now makes 3 in. Oh, he's saying, yeah, okay, 3 people are going west. Yeah, I don't know if I can go west next year, but maybe in a couple years after I build some vacation time up my new job. All right, folks, 9:43. I still have not heard from anyone saying they want to get on here and turkey call. Do I have any takers? All you got to do is get on here, talk to us a little bit, let it rip. Billy Barnett's going to send you a free turkey call. You've got the bat wing, you got the ghost cut, you got the combo, and you got the V split V, one of them, Mike. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
So, yeah, that's the ghost cut. These other two are stuck back here. I can't get on. Oh, that one's empty. Let's see. I heard Nebraska is the best state.
It's a good one.
Yeah. You ain't got to be rude about it. Rude about what? Sorry. Well, it's not working. There we go. Mark Lewis says some of those guys that drew the quota tags may have killed elsewhere or don't show up, but they used to be transferable. Not sure if they still are. That's a good point. I mean, you got people going all the way to Florida. Things come up. Maybe they were in Maryland and didn't get to cross the bridge this morning. I don't know. Who knows? Caleb, are you ready? Gary says, Caleb, go. Chris says he'll turkey call. Okay. We can let both of them on here. I don't care.
For sure.
You just let me know.
Be a lot of fun.
Chris, I'm going to send you the link right now. Usually it takes everyone a few minutes to get on here. Let's see. What's Bub laughing at? I feel like I'm having a hard time keeping up here.
It happens.
Christopher. I'm dying to get on Twitter and see what everyone is saying about this hire. Look, I support it. I mean, Cal's back. I don't care. Mike, before you got on here, I said, I don't care if it's Coach Cal or Mike Collins. I'm a Kentucky fan, not a Cal, not a Patino, not a Tubby, not a Gillespie, whatever. I'm a Kentucky fan, so let's go. Let's get it.
Now that we know he's back,
let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Let's get in the portal. Let's get in. Let's go. Let's get Reed back. Probably not happening. Let's see, Chris. Did you get that? Well, heck, I didn't even send it. Hold on. Oh, he was laughing at the bridge. Yeah. That's a big topic at work this morning. The bridge. Sad. Terrible. It was sad. I've been running around all stinking day.
Yeah.
This is the first time I got to sit down, so my brain's a little frazzled. Who was I sending it to? Christopher. Ah, shoot. I sent it to somebody named Christopher James. Hope he doesn't come on. He's going to be like, what in the world is going on? A lot of Christophers. All right, Christopher Halstead, you're on. Are you ready to go? Let's see. Caleb. Did Caleb say you wanted to? Brooke says, I can't see any comments. Brooke, you might have to exit out, come back, or there's a button at the bottom you may be able to push. I don't see it on that side, so sorry. Mark Lee said, good luck, Mike. He's got to go. Thanks for being here, Mark. We'll see you next week, brother.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Oh, Caleb said his are in the building, so no. This person says, go Cats. Mine's moving so slowly. John, don't forget. Hold on. Don't forget the catfish bait this year. Oh, I got it. And not only did I let camp down with no catfish bait, not only did I let myself down with no catfish bait, but Hunter Herring sent me that to use. I didn't use it. So I'm bringing it this year, and I'm going to use it. Bub, I'm going to give you some to use, and we're going to video it and do well by Hunter Herring because it's been a year. Kentucky. Why is this StreamYard's moving slow again? Kentucky is a football school now. That's what I've heard. Don't get Mike started on that. Mike, Mike, why are there little thumbs up beside your head? Do you see that?
I do see that, and I do not know, frankly. So I don't know.
That's weird. Have we seen that before?
I don't think so. No.
Did somebody put the thumbs up beside Mike's head? I got to see. And why didn't you do it beside my head? Need to have a catfish tournament. You know what? I'm just not a big catfisherman. I like to catch
a lot
them.
of sitting. A lot of sitting.
Yeah, bad deal, Maryland. It was a terrible deal, Maryland. Who's going live? Need someone. I think Chris. I sent Chris the link, Anthony. So have y'all heard who Loserville is hiring? I think Rick Pitino's son, Richard.
Lord.
What a hire. Did you see that, Mike?
I did see that, yeah.
They are to hire Indiana State's coach. He was previously LMU's coach, where LMU is like 35 minutes from Harlan County.
I didn't know.
Oh, there's Christopher. There's Chris. I think Chris is a big Cal fan. I think he's been arguing for Cal. Is that right, Chris?
Yeah.
I think you are. Chris, I think you argue with me.
I mean,
it's all fun, Chris.
He's our coach. I mean, we got to support him.
Hey, I support him. I support him. I was going to support the next one. I'll support the next 10. Hey, Chris, as long as they're winning, I ain't supporting the loser.
That's all that matters, as long as they're winning.
Tell us about those turkey fans you got behind your head.
Well, that one right there, the one in the middle, that's my double-bearded one I got 2 seasons ago.
Nice.
And then that one there, it's my daughter's.
Oh, even better.
Yep. The one
I was with
last year, I'm still waiting to get it back.
Chris, where are you from?
Bullitt County, Kentucky.
Oh, Bullitt County. Okay, I was thinking you was Eastern Kentucky guy.
Nah, just south of Louisville.
Yeah, I took Mike out to Eastern Kentucky 2 or 3 years ago. First time he'd been out there to hunt, and he killed a triple beard, his first one. I was so happy to see it.
Man.
Really cool.
Back in, I guess that'd be 2022. That was on the last day of the season.
Wow.
I had my daughter with me the day before, and we roosted that bird. And heck, I went back down there on Mother's Day and got it at 7:00 in the morning. So
nice.
Beat that.
Yeah. Makes you feel good. Last day, 7 a.m. Get out there. All right, Chris, what are you going to use here for us?
I think I'm going to use my push-pull call.
Nice. You know what, Chris? I'll tell you a story. Mike and I, a few years ago, we went out to spend the day with Harold Knight. You know who Harold is?
Yep. He's a good guy.
and he gave Mike a mouth call that he had made, and he gave me a push-pull call that he had made. And mine has his initials or maybe his name on it, and he made my. It's just awesome. I tell that story to anyone who will listen because it was a highlight of doing this, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was able to go to the convention down in Nashville this year, and I actually when I was there. So he's a good guy.
Oh man, you can't beat him. Can't beat him. All right, Chris, you're up, buddy. You let her rip there, and then when you get off here, Chris, you just message me your address, and I'll send you a picture of the ones to choose from, and we'll get one out to you. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. Listen to Chris. Hey, that's great. Keep going.
Can't go wrong with a good
There you
push
go.
button.
Man, you're much better at yours than I am with mine, brother.
I mean, I've only been turkey hunting maybe 10 years, but I bought this one property back in the fall of 2016, and man, it's just a great place to turkey hunt. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great, man. I really appreciate you sharing. Yeah, I know. I don't remember who it is, but I have a friend who has one, and he keeps it on the front of his gun, so he can do that while he's got his gun up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little smaller one than that. But well, Chris, we appreciate you, brother. Hey, I think we got Anthony that's going to come on, and you just shoot me your address, and we'll get one out to you. Okay.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for coming on, brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you, buddy.
Right.
Go Cats.
See y'all later.
Go Cats. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And he was able to use the push pull and vary it up a lot.
Yep.
Which is hard. He's practiced with that thing a lot.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with those, man. They're really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
My uncle's very successful with his.
Scott Butler said he's fanned out strutting. I know it's a lie because his dang knees hurt. He's hobbling on one leg. Yeah, the push-pull is a good one. Mm-hmm. Now, push-pulls are, they're like everything else. The quality matters, right? Chris Short says, give Anthony a chance. Anthony, I sent you the link. He says, I'm telling y'all. Okay. Anthony's a little country singer, too, I think. Didn't Jimmy say he sings? Yeah. And he's like 6'5". He's just totally not what I thought. Most of the guys on here, you meet them, and they're shorter than I think. Most of the people I've met, I'm like, huh. And I thought Bub was going to be a little shorter than he is. Bub's he's about an inch shorter than me. But Chris Short is Anthony's neighbor.
Oh, cool. So he probably hears it.
Yeah.
He probably hears it.
Didn't they have one also that mounted to the – Scott says, didn't they have one that mounted to your barrel with a string? I've never seen that, but I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have.
Primos makes one, I think.
Gary said nothing wrong with being short. Gary, I didn't say there's anything wrong with being short. Sometimes I'm just surprised, right? Just surprised. Primo Spring Hen, yeah. Alex said he got to hang out with Harold working the Primo's booth at the NWTF this year.
That's fun.
And no, I'm not a fanboy there, bub. I didn't get his autograph. All right. I don't even think I didn't get a picture with him, which was stupid. Why don't we get pictures with him? I didn't get a picture with him, but if he was my grandpa, I'd be happy. I'll just say that. Tell him, Gary. Yeah, Dwayne's short too. Sorry. A lot of short guys. I love y'all, man. I love you. I put my arm around you. It's like my girlfriend. If I have one. All right, is Anthony coming here? Hey, Chris, run over to Anthony and tell him to hop on. Run over and knock on his door and tell him we're waiting on him. I saw my brother get on here.
I got to get a shower and hit the hay here soon, man. I'm running on fumes.
Oh, technical difficulty, he said. He's
That
trying.
happens.
Alex said he did fanboy all the way. He's a Kentucky boy, killed a turkey. Listen, literally, this is not an opinion. This is a fact. No one has turkey hunted in the state of Kentucky more than Harold Knight. He was 16, I think, in the very first season. Killed one the very first season Kentucky had it, and he's hunted it ever since.
One
like
of 12.
63 years.
Yeah, he was one of 12.
But all the other ones are dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one still alive. That's a fact. Jack, just like Alex Lee White said. That's cool, man. That's cool. Mike, where are those thumbs up coming from beside your head?
I don't know.
What is going on?
I'm just sitting here.
What tricks are you pulling here?
I'm not touching anything, I promise you.
Bub said Harold was one of his favorites at the convention. He wanted to keep talking with Colton, but folks was wanting his attention. Great guy. Yeah, that's one thing he talked to us about was how to – Mike, just showing up. Is how to get kids involved. He's like, look, take them a book to read. And I'm like, Harold, that was like maybe in 88 you could take a kid a book. Now you got to take a kid an iPad or something. But he's like, take them something, put them in the blind if they want to get up and walk around and have snacks. Let them enjoy it. Just let them be comfortable and be there. And then he was showing us he's like, all my friends send me pictures of their kids when they kill a turkey. So, yeah, he loves to get kids out. And great guy. I think that year a lot of people I think that was the year a lot of people were complaining about the turkey harvest numbers. And he told us, he's like, look, they fluctuate. One year you're going to have a good harvest. One year you're not. Kentucky's in good shape. Like, he wasn't worried about it at all. And that guy's been around. Bub said, I'm chancing him 24 years. I think he means chasing him. I'm chasing him 24 years, but pressure is a lot every year to tag one. Yeah. Mike, how many years in a row have you tagged one?
I'm not sure. I've kept track.
Probably 19 or something. You're 37.
No, I went a couple years where I didn't. I went like a year where I didn't get one. Maybe 2013, 2014, maybe.
There he is.
But in the last couple of years, it's been good. Hey, buddy.
Are you with Chris right now, Anthony?
Oh yeah, my neighbor's here.
Oh man, and I see
I brought him in on this to introduce him to the show a little bit. So
nice. Who's that? Is that your wife back there?
That's my wife. She just got home from work. So
I'm so sorry we're putting you through this.
She's probably like, "What the heck's going on here?"
Yeah, I apologize. These
Welcome
crazy
home.
men. So Anthony, you bringing Chris to camp with us?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come. I think I got a baseball game, man.
Oh man, you're too old to play baseball.
No, I'm coaching.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm head coach of it. So, but I'm pretty sure it's 6:45 that Saturday. I've got a game, so it's So
they could probably win. They could probably win without you.
If I come, everybody's gonna be asleep.
No, I don't let them go to sleep early.
That's right.
All right, what are you going to use for us here?
I'm just going to use a slate call.
Okay.
I ain't very good, but I was like, you know what? Everybody's been doing it. I'm going to get on.
Go for it. Let Chris have a shot, too. Is he a turkey hunter?
Chris ain't ever even seen a call until I broke it out.
Even better. Let him try it. Chris is going to go second. You're up first.
Chris, you're going second. All right. Chris is going second, but I'm going to just do a couple of basic ones. I don't need a call. I don't need a call given to me. I just want to get on here and do it. So
yeah,
hey, we love it. Absolutely.
There we go, fellas.
There you go.
Awesome.
All I got.
Hey, sounded great to
Good
me,
job,
my
buddy.
man.
I've killed many a birds out here, so
You have.
There you
yeah,
go.
Chris has seen some of the birds I've killed out here. We share a property. Our properties neighbor each other, so
That's cool.
Mine's bigger.
I brought them in. I use mouth calls and stuff too, but I couldn't find.
Are you guys in Richmond?
Yeah, we're in Richmond. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good deal.
if I can make it to turkey camp, I plan on coming, and I'll bring a guitar too. And we'll have
Hey,
some fun.
listen, we have turkey camp. We'll have deer camp. We do it twice a year, every year. So you're good.
Well, if I make it, I hope to, but it depends on how this game goes and when it ends. But
I like to come by and bring my little.
it usually goes about an hour and 15 minutes. If I can get
Yep.
out of there in time and I'm free, I plan on coming out there. So we'll see.
Come on, brother. Hey, open invitation, my man. Anytime.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, thanks. Hey, send me your address when you get off here.
I'll do it, man.
All right, man. See you guys.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one, buddy.
All right.
Fun
That's
stuff.
2 back-to-back calls right there. That's good ones. Absolutely. Look, we're not here to judge anyway. We're just here to have fun.
Yep, absolutely. It was
And
blast.
it's 10:02, and Scott Butler said, I can tell Mike is tired. I can tell Mike is tired. He's been up almost going on 24 hours. Got a long day tomorrow. Did you take some Grippos with you?
No, I took the bare minimum. I was going to get like a Hunt's Brothers pizza up here at a gas station. When I walked
There you
in
go.
there was none on the shelf, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" So I just grabbed bread and bologna, fixed a couple sandwiches. I was just eating right before the show started, so
Yeah.
I got to get a shower, and now I'm gonna hit the hay.
There you go. Well, everybody in the comments saying good luck, good job, Anthony, good luck, Mike. So, look, if you want to follow along on Mike's trip, check out the page the next 5 days. He's just going to be updating the page. Mike, do some videos and give us some little summaries of how it's going. And then next Tuesday, be on here and he can tell you all about it, right? So,
Yep.
All right, we appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for watching. And at this time next week, we'll just be a week and a half away from opening weekend and just 5 days away from youth season. So it's here.
Crazy.
It's here.
It's here.
All right. Mike, be safe tomorrow. Let us know how it goes. Everyone else, we appreciate you. Have a good night. See you next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Adios.